I wanna get my cornhole. What?
Cornhole?
What's cornhole?
It's like an asshole, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, why? What is it saying?
It's a mage from Order of Sanctus Guild.
Okay.
Lux Lucis. Do you know him? Okay, let me just screenshot this message and I'll post it on officer channel and I will let Ulrich and
Moonforge, yeah.
other people deal with him.
Moonforge is the important one, but I know he's gonna be busy for a while. So yeah, so you see this patrol here? They're gonna run this way, and then they're gonna run right back this way. See?
1 second, please.
Sure.
Okay, you
Alright.
have my attention.
Okay, so
Apologize for the
this patrol
interruption.
is gone back here now, right? So they go all the way to that back wall,
Uh-huh,
and then they're gonna go
and
all
back.
the way back this way. So as you can see, up to right here is perfectly safe because they're gonna run,
Mm-hmm.
only up to there, right? So they kind of make a
Yep.
V with this patrol over here. Let me mark them to make it easier.
Yeah, and they are working in like parallel
Yeah.
with, yeah, like triangle and X.
So they almost
Like the
converge.
only one is,
Yeah, so X goes right and triangle comes left, right? Like if you're facing this way. So they're gonna come this way and they're gonna go that way, and they both go. Um, X does not go all the way to the back wall. Come stand where I am, and you'll see where they end up. They just stop at that tree right there, which is another spot that has more lashers, right? So you can always just hide behind that tree and they'll never see you. So how I do this pull is like this, but obviously you don't have to do it this way. So come with. I'll run this way. All hair safe for now. Get ready to blink. Come on, run, run, run. And blink over here. Yeah. Alright. Then I'll run back this way when they're running back. And I'll pull this mob. So he's gonna come with me over here now.
oh, I usually, when I was doing it, I was pulling it behind that stone.
You can do that too. That's the best way for you to probably do it for your way of doing it. Because you don't have a shield like that. Just makes it easier. Okay, so back on this side now. So okay, so what you could do is you could run over there like you did, pull them behind the stone, kill them, run back across this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you kill these right here by this rock. So I just killed both of them at once.
Mm-hmm.
Then you wait for this pack to go back. And once they go back, we go forward. And I'm going to kill these guys in this really tiny space because this whole area that we just ran through is dangerous. So, just going to kill them right here.
Do you often use flame strike?
Yeah. You don't need to for these. You can just arcane explosion and corner cold. I would open with a cone of coal so that you can kind of kite them in a circle. They don't hit you constantly. And then you run forward. And you grab this Grom's blood. The herbs can spawn in different locations, so you grab whatever. Now this spot right here is a safe spot, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Let's not, come, jump up on this. The only guys you don't want to aggro is those trents right there. Because they're just particularly hard to despawn because of how close they pat to right here. But this right here is a safe spot. So once you come on this side, you just jump up, and I'll show you what I mean. Aggroed, scared as hell, reset. This is the most
Cool.
reliable spot that I've seen. He's still not reset. There we go. Okay. So now these guys are going to run past, and
So is it just if you accidentally aggroed?
yeah, just accidentally.
Okay.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
or if there's like a herb. So come here. This is the next safe spot. Anywhere between this tree and his legs is basically safe. So what I used to do is I used to kill both of these packs right here in the middle, but then it's kind of hard to loot because you end up clicking on him.
Mm-hmm.
So the other way to do it is the same way you did it behind the rock. So let's do it that way. Let's go quick. So I just run right up to these, not even touch them, and just blink straight through them.
You got other guys as well. Oh no, you didn't.
Ah.
They just walked really, really close to us.
So I didn't flame strike there just to see like how many arcane explosions plus a cone of coal it would take, and it's not that much. You just run on a circle and arcane explosion. Especially if you pop your cooldowns every time, you're not gonna have any issue killing these things in 2 hits. Right.
Do you actually need run in circles? I think they hitting you anyway.
They are,
Like, yeah.
but you have to remember, a mob is like 12 things, not one, right? So all 12 hit you at once. You're
Yeah,
taking a big chunk of
like
damage that could kill you.
some of them still will be behind. Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
So you get hit, but you don't get like worried about dying hit. And the bigger the space you have is the more real estate you have to work with to run around. Because your arcane explosion is a pretty big radius. They can't hit you from the edge of it. So you run to here. This is another safe spot, but I don't find it very reliable, so I don't use it ever. Because these guys just patrol too close to it. So what I do here, put my shield up, run this way, and then I blink through them. And I run all the way to this back wall. Again, I'm doing 2 packs at once. You probably will not. But it's the same packs, it's just separate pulls, obviously. Oh no. Bring them together. Get away. That was close. So like this, they never hit me. But if they do hit me, it's just a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know why they
It's because you were in them when I
maybe
ice
because
blocked.
I blinked or yeah.
If you were like out of range when I ice
Oh,
blocked,
because ice block drops you aggro.
yes,
Does it drop you aggro?
yes. They can't hit me, they'll hit you. But they won't see you if you weren't in combat when I started.
Mm-hmm.
So only because you stayed so close to me. Which is not your fault, I knew that was going to happen. I just thought you were closer behind me, actually. I'm not buffed. That's not good. Yeah, so that's all the lashers, basically. Did the left side and the right side.
Yeah, but what is the chances to get? Okay, so you got actually chest, but it's probably like the only one thing that you got that works like selling. Like it's zero, no silver at all, just some
Counting. I'm counting.
herbs.
I made
Oh, did Does it actually give you silver? I don't think so.
It does not. Like I said, it does not. That's why I told you before. It only
Uh-huh.
like Zul'Farrak does. That's why Zul'Farrak is better for like raw money because everything you kill gives you silver. Here, it's more like stocking up. So you're not really trying to get tons of money, but you can end up with tons of money. So
Yeah.
on this run, just from those lashers, I made 2 gold, 4 gold, 5 gold, 7 gold so far. Plus I've gotten
Yeah,
3 grams
it's
blood.
not bad.
Yeah, and I don't stop here. Now you probably have to stop here, but since we're inside, I'm not gonna stop. Wait, there's a herb here. Just gonna grab that quick. So perfect example. Accidentally aggroed him. I'm just gonna Nova him, grab the herb, and then I'm gonna go to the reset spot. Yeah, make sure you're not where he is when he gets back. Otherwise he'll just aggro to you. Okay, out of combat. Oh gosh, I aggroed another one. 1 second.
Maybe you can do the same on that other column, you know, on the other side of the road.
No. Like I said, I've tried that one before. This is the most reliable
Like
one.
this one where I'm standing right now.
Yeah, on the other side of the room, right? By the
Hmm.
door?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I tried before. It's not very
And it
reliable.
did it work? Oh yeah, it didn't work. No, it worked. They just staying and looking at me. Oh shoot.
I
Like
told you.
I aggroed them, but they can't do anything to me.
That's what
So
I told
funny.
you.
Oh, not funny.
They'll never despawn. You have to come with me. So jump off.
Why? Are we killing them?
You
Can I
have to
kill
come
them
with
from
me.
here?
No, you can't kill them. Come with me. What are you doing? This is the safe spot. Like I said, I've tried that spot before and they'll never reset because they patrol too close to it. What you see what happens is over here
Okay.
they're breaking their regular
So
patrol.
funny. Like, come, Xar, come. They're so cute. They're standing here and looking at me.
Nope, they're
Spell! Get out of there.
we're going to die. I would like to live. I choose life. Okay, let's go. So whenever you're in doubt, once you can get to this side in time, that's where you're going, straight to the back there. Now, ooh, watch out. There's an invisible, oh really? Come on. How the hell did he see me? Okay, we gotta move. Where are you?
I'm at the safe spot.
No, you're not.
Maybe it's not safe for me anymore. I just entered combat. I wonder if I will just stay here. Oh no, they're coming back for me. How fun.
You're gonna die. Get here. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Yeah, once you aggro something, run straight to the spot. Like that's the
I
first thing you
did
do.
not.
No, but if you hear I
Okay, yeah,
aggroed
I'm,
something,
I'm just
just straight
laughing.
there. Okay. I don't know why I keep pulling things. It's so annoying. Okay,
No,
let's go.
it's actually good. It lets me, to practice and remember where's the spot, because I will not remember it. Like when I need to run, I will not remember where to run.
Yep. Practice makes
Okay,
perfect.
so how do we? There is no way to go
As
back
soon as
up
as soon as they run
and
this way.
reset.
No, I'll reset with my alt. So come this way. I'm just gonna go farm one more thing before I leave. There's a guy you need to watch out for if you come far on this end. He's a satyr that patrols and he's invisible. He normally goes
Oh, I
along
know.
that wall.
It's satire inside.
Yeah, he normally goes along this wall. So he could be up there somewhere, but and sometimes there are two of them. But this is where I get all my fur cloth. Okay, so I'm not seeing the invisible satyr, but he's here somewhere. There he is. So your run is up next after this. Okay, let's see if there's any lashers in this one. Nope, just entangling roots. Awesome. Okay, so one thing you can get from this is the tubers in these same pods.
Yeah, I know.
You can
I
also get,
couldn't farm it up. I ran out of tubers.
yeah, so that's another thing, like you get your raid food from here, in a way. I also get these, the thornling seeds, and I keep at least 5 on me at all times. And I do this. And it doesn't do much, it just helps. So you can jump up on that thing and use it as a safe spot if you want. Just so when I ice block it doesn't aggro to you. I'm going to ice block soon. So you see they all turn and attack that. I did an ice block, but it's all good. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing these guys, so this is not part of it. If you want, you could just help me kill them. Uh-huh.
Wow, how did they die? Did they have
I don't
poison on?
know. The
Oh
fuck?
yeah, someone hit me with a poison, so I had a dot on me. Poison, you also have poison on you. You should
Yeah.
use a trinket that we got.
True. Or I could just wait 2 seconds for it to wear off. I was wondering why they didn't run to you when I ice blocked, and it's because you were dead. That makes sense.
No, when you ice block, I was maybe second time because I was away. Then you said if I can help you, I started helping you, and they hit me, and they put poison on me. So I was standing there bandaging myself, and I died while I was bandaging myself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we need to do a spell's guide to survival. Alright, I don't have another ice block, so I'm just going to log out, wait for you to run in, and then I will reset it. Then you can
Yeah,
take turn.
spell's guide to survival. Never tried to help Xar to finish his pack.
You didn't have to help. I just figured you would like keep a distance and arcane explosion while I kited them around the
I
room.
thought you asked to help. You said like, well,
Yeah, I
if you
said
want, you can.
yeah, I said you could help, but what I mean is help safely. Don't get yourself killed, which is what you did. Like if you run around while I'm
Well,
kiting
if
them,
I wouldn't help you, then maybe you would be dead.
no, I do this all the time and I always live. This is why I'm still alive now.
You had just a little bit of health.
Yeah, but I have health
I mean,
potions and I have bandages and I have ice blocks and I have shields, all of which I wasn't using because I thought I had help. But it's okay. It's just that you don't. I think you. I don't know. You focus on, you don't seem to care about keeping yourself alive. You seem to care about killing other things. Like my main priority is not doing damage to them. It's how can they not do damage to me. That's my main thing. So I'm always like using rank 1 cone of cold to keep them far away. I don't care if it hits for hard. I just want it to like keep them away from me. So in those situations, like if you look at two mages farming things on YouTube, it'll usually be one of them gets the aggro early like I did, and the other one runs around the campsite.
Oh, I remember what I was doing. So what I was trying to do all this time, I was standing there and I was trying to decurse because both you and me, we had some curses
Yeah,
and I couldn't understand why it was not removing it. And I didn't see I had like poisons or anything. I was just getting lots of errors from decursive and I was trying to figure out like what's going on.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Left click. Okay. Now I see.
But
It changed. I changed my key bindings and I was getting like a lot of error messages because of it.
yeah, but these guys, I should have told you, you can't. You can, but they'll just put it back up right away. So it doesn't make sense dispelling them.
Okay, so it's good to know. Maybe that's why maybe I was actually dispelling it, but it was just going back on.
Yeah, they'll cast it right back on in like 2 seconds
Can
or
you
less.
check actually details? Because I just closed it accidentally. Uh, can you
Did so?
see if I actually decursed anything?
Yeah, you did 5. You decursed 5 things.
Okay, maybe it started working at some point. Okay, so
You ran back inside? Okay, let's both log out. Well, I'll do it in a second. My alt logged out. So this will admittedly be harder for you, but any AoE farming will be harder for a arcane mage. Yeah, I'm logging out. Make sure and log out inside the instance, not outside.
yeah, I locked out.
And okay, get that back in. I need food. It's 1 a.m. It's a bad time to eat.
Can I look back?
Mhm.
Okay.
Let me just use the bathroom real quick, and then it's all yours. BRB. The first thing to remember is if you saw that tree run by, he always runs by, so you always want to not run right up at the beginning. Where are you?
Down?
Jump down already? Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Um, did you fight the things or no?
Not yet.
Okay, good. Alright, so, you want to blink just before the ground. It helps. But I miss it all the time, so. The worst thing is I missed it once and landed in the enemy pack. Didn't realize I got the damage. Ran into this pack, and only when I ice blocked realized my health was red. So I died. Don't do both packs. So if you're gonna do this one, just to be safe. Okay. So I only helped with one arcane, with one Frost Nova there because I saw
Yeah, but I had to use
health
health
potion.
potion.
Yeah, but first of all, what you just did was risky because that patrol patrols right where you're standing. So they could come back and catch you while you're doing that. So what you want to do is you want to do this pack first, so
Yeah,
that
I shouldn't. So mistake probably was I shouldn't like pull it with my wand. I should probably run in and frost nova them, and then run out and start. Maybe even start with blizzard while they walk to me.
yeah, you can do that too. But where you're standing is where the patrol comes.
No, they
Yes,
go only.
they can
I
see you from where you were standing. Like where those when they come, you'll see. Like look at where the dead bodies are. They take a while to come back, but when they come, they could have seen you right where you were standing. So what you want to do is when you land here, kill this pack first, because you can run around here freely, kill these pack easily, and then you want to pull that pack to where these are now dead, so that you
oh
don't get
okay,
two at once, right?
that makes sense. Or maybe I should even pull with blizzard. Wait for them to come here, then frost nova and go behind the tree.
Yeah, and how you want to position the blizzard is when you pull the first one, they're social, so all will come. So if you put your blizzard like right on this first one, where you think they'll all have to run through, they'll most likely all have to run through it. So try. But you don't
Yeah,
have
that's what
slowing
I
blizzard.
usually do. Like I don't put it all the way back. I sort of make in a buffer for them, like to go through.
But your blizzard doesn't slow, so there's
Yeah,
no
it
real
doesn't.
point. Okay, and now you wasted your arcane, your frost nova.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
Sorry. Okay, run back in. I know what you're doing wrong.
What I'm doing wrong.
There's first of all, there's no point in pulling with blizzard if um, I mean I know you'll get some damage, but there's no real point because they're not gonna slow. Like I was thinking like me, because my blizzard slows them. By slowing them, they'll all group up. Your better bet is, first of all, are you using mana shield at all?
Yep.
Huh. Okay. I'll do a pull with no, with only what you have, which is mana shield, arcane explosion, and cone of cold. Make sure to heal up before you jump off again, just in
Hmm.
case you don't make it. Believe it or not, I've done that where I just jumped off with like half health and died.
Yeah, Eben did it too.
It's silly, right? Like, you should know
Hmm.
better, but you don't. My nose is really bothering me. I don't know what's up. I think I have an allergy or something.
How was the game? Did you like it?
What Abbott and I played just now?
Hmm.
It was okay. It was basically like a modern day D&D-ish. It's not really like D&D, but it's, an RPG, so you play a role. But it was cool because we got to do modern day, so it wasn't so much magic and mystic as much as it was like mystique and, you know, I thought it was cool. I'd play it again.
What kind of character did you play?
Um, he told you could basically be whatever you want, and now that I've played it a little bit, I kind of understand why it's that free. It's kind of hard to explain, but I understand. Like, there's a set story, and you'll operate within that story regardless. So I picked a retired hitman, but not like a retired, like a guy who's worked many years and retired. Like my character was like recruited by the CIA as like a war kid or whatever, and I was gifted. So hold on. I think I sent the living essences to the wrong person.
What?
No, I think you explain a prank.
Yeah, sounds more like Eric. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so I'll do this poll just with what you have, um, and you get the idea of what I mean. First of all, you never wanna.
Wait, you already used ice barrier that I don't
Okay,
have.
you're absolutely right. So, mana shield, right? Thanks for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, gonna wait for that pack to move out. Okay, so I'm gonna pull them to me, and I'm gonna take those hits. I'm gonna face this way. Just gonna take the hits. Ow, 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 ow. Move away, Frost Nova. Pop my trinket. Flame strike. Cone of cold. Put mana shield back up. Just keep going.
That's pretty cool. Which
Right?
trinket did you pop?
Oh, this is
That
all
that's
you'll do.
actually that was my mistake. I forgot about trinkets because I'm like not used to the lyric. Is it lyrics?
Yeah, I legit panicked for a second, and I was like, wait, no, this can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, so I totally forgot about trinket and arcane power because I usually do it like before single pulls.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to.
And it was actually like a smart thing for like to wait until they come up to you.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. In AoE farming, the most important thing is you want things as grouped as they can be. Because the more grouped they are, is the more manageable they are, obviously.
Yeah, and also because I don't also because I like don't have um like intuitive like reaction because I like don't do this pulse pretty often. I just like panic and oh my god, like where's my shield? Where's my everything?
Hmm. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this comes to second nature just because I practice. I do it often. But okay, so this one, it's all you again. This path's gonna come back soon. So what you need to do is you need to get into position where you wanna be, right? And then you wanna pull them back to you. Line of sight is hard here because of the trees, but pull, run right back behind this brick. And you're gonna wait for the same thing. Let them group up on you. Nova and run. Nova and run. Good. Now, flame strike. Well, cone of cold. Arcane explosions. Run in a circle. They're all dead. I didn't do
Yay!
anything. Good
Whew.
job.
I so panicked, so I kept running and doing arcane explosion even after they died.
No, I do that too. I keep doing it just in case. You never know. One might survive and be the
Oh,
one that killed me.
luminescence!
Oh, nice. Grats. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
I need more of that stuff. So yeah, so you heal up and you do the next pack. And the next pack from here, the next logical, easy pack to do from here would be grab this herb. So this patrol just left. Now is a good time to grab it. Oh, okay. If you're still there, wait a sec. Wait for them to come back and then go. And then Doing this 2, 3 times, you will learn the patrols. I I don't know the patrols like I always know where they are at all times. I know that this one's gonna be here at this time. I don't know it like that. You just kind of have an idea of like when they'll be back. You know what I mean? Because you learn the timings. So like right now, this one is coming back here, but this isn't the one we need to worry about. It's the other one to the left of it, right? See them coming?
Hmm.
They're gonna stand right on the herb. If the other pack was there, you could grab it. But as soon as they run back, you run up, you grab that herb, you pull those mobs as soon as you're done, to the left of you. Left, left. Pull them,
Now?
quick, before these guys come back, and run back here. Remember, we're all on this timing. We almost got those trees. I'm gonna help. They're gonna come to you. Finish them. You have to learn to start not being afraid of being low health. I just did that so we don't have to have you run back. But when you get low
Thanks.
health,
Yeah, I know what I did wrong. I noticed like I was not looking at my keyboard, and instead of I have Frost Nova on Q,
yeah,
I was pressing my one, which is my Frost Bolt.
yeah, that's fine.
I just need to actually,
I saw you Blizzard
train
on the
my
last one.
reflexes.
Yeah, I saw you do Blizzard on the last one in melee range, and I was like, okay, that's a misclick, obviously. Like, she couldn't
No,
have.
actually,
Oh, you wanted to? Oh, okay.
yeah. Wait, how many damage it does? It does
It's melee
uh
range.
338. So it's still more damage than Arcane Explosion. So I thought I will hit everyone with like another instant cast. You think it doesn't make sense to do it?
If you can reach someone with a blink,
No,
you're
not Blink.
no.
I'm
If you
Cone
can
of
reach,
Cold.
no, you said Blizzard. I saw you do Blizzard last time. Not this time.
Did
The
I
pull before. Yeah.
do Blizzard last time?
Yes, you pulled them,
I,
you
I
Frost
don't
Nova, and then
remember
you
why.
Blizzard. But I think it was a misclick. Like I think you like with the
Hmm.
Frostbolt just now, like you hit it by accident. Because I saw like a few bolts drop and then it stopped.
Maybe, yeah, because, oh, okay, I remember why. So I put Flame Strike, and then I saw they're still frozen in place, and I don't want to come close to them, because I want them to come to me. So I started Blizzard, but they immediately got unfrozen, and they started walking towards me. So I stopped my Blizzard and ran back and started using Arcane Explosion.
Right. My rule is if they're close enough that if you blink, you would be at them or further past them, like I just did, you're too close to Blizzard. Period. Like, don't bother using the spell because the time I've timed how long it takes for the blizzard damage to tick, right? And if you count like the waves, like 1, 2, 3, 4, the 1, 2 in the time it takes for me to run from here to here isn't worth the damage. You would do a
Yeah,
hundred and something
makes sense.
damage to each mob. So unless they're like further than here, it doesn't make sense to blizzard. Um,
Makes sense.
this way. Okay, so since you can't do the tuple like I do, which I just think is a neat tuple, I blink through them and go behind the tree. But you would just pull these guys to you, because this whole area is free. Just make sure you use this rock as your don't go past point, because otherwise these guys might be here, you might be looking the other way, and you could pull them. So, yeah, pull those guys to you. Shield up, whatever you need. Wait. Don't pull yet. When these guys go past, then pull. Yeah, go ahead. Just in case they pull the other ones. Your shield's not up. There you go. Wait for them to get close. Nova. There you go. You want to be closer than that. To them, I mean. Why'd you wait so long? Put your shield back up. You got them, they're dead. But,
Yeah, I know what happened. For some reason, I couldn't click without looking at it
oh,
on
okay.
my flame strike. So I have Razor Naga, right? So it has 12 buttons on the side.
Yeah.
And I also have macroses on top of those buttons. For example, I have like Control 12 or like Shift 5. I mean, do you know this mouse where you have
Yeah, like
12
12 buttons.
buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't use 8 often. I actually don't use 8 at all.
Hmm.
And I have my flame strike on 8. I clicked 8. I was pretty sure it's my 8. I like counted 3 rows of the
Yeah.
like buttons and clicked the middle one. But for some reason it didn't work, so I clicked something else. I think I clicked 5, which is fireword,
Hmm.
and then I'm like, oh my god, holy shit, like where is it? And by the time I found my flame strike, it was too late.
Okay.
So again, like I panicked and I couldn't find what I need to click right away.
Also, don't wait so long to loot just in case the bodies disappear. That's always something that I'm worried about. But look how nice that pile is. Like, look how nice and neat. Like, you got them all grouped up perfectly and killed them all in one shot. It was awesome. And look how low health you were, and look at the fact that they are all dead and you're alive. So,
Yeah, it was a miracle.
no, it's just, you know, not panicking. Well, you
Yeah, I
did
need
panic,
to get
but
more health spots. I mean, the cheap ones. Oh, I actually had the cheap ones.
okay, so I'm gonna Discord stream real quick. Just look at my thing. Let me show you what I do. I don't do it very well because I'm like bad at. I'm a very messy person, so. But this is what I do. First of all, do you use Bartender or do you use just like the regular Blizzard frames?
Sorry, do I use what?
Do you use the Blizzard UI or do you use like an add-on like Bartender?
Oh, no, Blizzard. I thought you were talking about Spell Blizzard.
No, yeah, I mean like the game.
No, regular UI
Okay,
with like lots of extra bars, not like Alpha UI and stuff. Makes my computer really slow.
yeah, okay. Well, then the top bar and your bottom bar. What I tend to do is I'll put. I know you probably have them all filled, but I tend to put like my AoE stuff on one bar, or even better, do you have a second bar? Like, is your second
I
bar
have
filled?
all the bars and all of them are filled.
Even
Like
like,
I have 2 rows on the right, 2 rows on the bottom.
but do you have like your one, two, three, four, your hotkeys? Do you have all of those filled out, as in the second one?
Sure, everything. And I don't only have not only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have Control 1, Control 2, Control 3, Control 4.
Right. But I don't know how to describe this. You know how it has like an arrow up and down, two, three, and four?
I know. Well, yeah, I understand. So I can find a free row like
Yeah.
there and to make stuff just for AoE. Yeah, that's
Yes.
actually smart.
That's what I mean. So you just put like the setup that works best. So like you could put Flame Strike on number
But it's
one.
also field.
Huh?
You will not believe it. It's also field. I'm sure.
All of
Actually,
them? There's
it's
four.
just it's 2. Oh, maybe in UI I can turn on like extra 2, but it's just 2 for
Oh,
me
you
for
just
some
have
reason.
two? I thought it was more. Maybe that's in retail.
It's in retail.
So,
Or
but,
unless I can
but what
do
do
it
you
in
use the second one for? Because if you don't use it, like I did that before where I just put stuff on it.
fishing and professions. I
Come
mean,
on.
yeah, it's I know it's silly. Like I can clear it. I
Put fishing on one of your mouse buttons. Because that's easier to do with mouse buttons.
oh it's so all that bar has macros to my mouse. So I just click, like 1, 2, 3 with my thumb on my
Oh,
mouse, and
okay.
it will activate like those.
On that
So I
bar.
don't
Okay.
actually click on it. Yeah, I just look at it and That's how I know. Like, for example, I have like 1, 2, 3 buttons, one row, then it's 4, 5, 6, and I put it like same way. I know that my like 0 slash equal signs, it's my like 1, 2, 3.
I think you should try bartender, but if it slows down your computer, that's different.
Yeah, it's close. I did try it.
Yeah, because bartender gives you more bars and you can just do more.
But yeah, actually here I think I can modify. I don't use basic Empire because I never have math for it. So I could definitely clear up some space here.
But yeah, you need like
Uh,
4 keys. Like four. You need um, Flame Strike, Arcane Explosion, Cone of Cold, Frost Nova, right?
yeah, that's a really good suggestion.
And you can put that one, two, three,
Okay,
four.
sorry, I'm actually impressed with your suggestions tonight.
What? Why are you saying that like I don't normally have good suggestions?
No, I mean, I usually I know like everything, but now when I never like farmed anything, it's interesting to like now, and I never played Mage before Classic, so it's
Yeah,
interesting to
but that's
learn
exactly
some little things like that.
that's exactly what I mean. Is that like I didn't know these things either, which is why it's so fun to like share it with other people, right? Because it's good to know that I found something that you didn't know. If you said, "Oh yeah, I knew that. I'll just do that," like I'd be like, "Okay, cool. Well, it's not new then." But I'm glad it's like
Okay,
helpful.
so I need Arcane Missiles, Flame Strike, Cone of Cold, and First Now I know where is First Now. I just should stop missing it.
Arcane
It's
Explosion,
on
not
my
missiles.
yeah, Arcane. I put it on one.
Did you macro? Oh no, wait, never mind. Why am I asking you that? You don't have ice block. That's another
I
thing that
don't
I've
have
learned.
Ice Block, yeah.
Another thing that I've
I
learned is that, yeah.
I waited so I remember I just pushed it up so I couldn't answer a question. You said like why you don't have um mana shield.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to pop up mana shield once they start moving like closer to me because I don't know why. It's not timed, so it doesn't matter, right? It
Yes.
will be on me until it will absorb 570 physical damage. So yeah, actually I could have activated it earlier.
The
It
reason
lasts
why,
1 minute, but I don't need it for 1 minute. So yeah, I should
and
first and then don't think about it.
you also need to remember to put it back up, because just now you had 280 something health, and you had no mana shield, but you were taking hits. Like at that point, you need to remember to put it back up. In your case, what you did was you Arcane Explosion, and that was enough to kill them, which is fine. But let's say one of them crit you, that might be enough to have killed you. So the better thing to do is to keep an eye on when that shield is going to break. That'll be easier when you get used to like kiting them in a circle. Because right now you're focusing on not dying, right? But once you get used to doing it, you'll start like um, knowing where your shield is. Once you see that shield break, put it back up. If you run out of all your
Yeah,
mana,
I can
put it back
even
up.
do. Yeah, I should do weak aura. I have weak aura for my um intellect and for my
Arcane.
armors, like mage armor and ice armor. If I don't have any armors on, it will be like flash and thingy on my screen.
Can you
Reminds
make
me to put it on.
can you make weak auras for other people?
Sure.
Because I need help with that. I'm bad, A, artistically, and B, with like tech stuff, like those things. So,
Yeah, I also had one that I'm trying to make work. It worked before, but it stopped working. It's for turtles and sheeps.
mhm.
So I would know the duration without selecting the target back.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like I could DPS and I know like exactly how much time left without switching back and forth. And I have it, but it stopped working and I can't understand why.
I have one that does it. I don't know what it is that does it, if it's weak auras or what, and it works sometimes and it doesn't work other times, and I can't figure out why. Like sometimes there's a big thing above their head that says what it is, like whether it's Frost Nova, Sheep, whatever it is, it's like a big box that says it. Wait, are we
Maybe
just sitting here?
in, yeah, we just sitting and talking. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
No, no, wait. I'm just trying to find my what it's called, Frost Nova, and without taking it off my usual place in my bars. and I'm like going through my spell book and I can't find it. Because I don't want to take it off my usual space. Where's Frost Noah? What page is it? What's going on? I seriously can't find Frost Noah. Don't tell anyone.
It's in Frost. That's a good start.
I found it. Yay.
Yay. But yeah, everybody who has Ice Block, they should macro Frost Nova to break their Ice Block. It's just the best macro I've ever made, and I'll never, like, anytime I make a mage from now on, that's what I'm gonna use.
Do I actually need Cone of Cold? Maybe I don't.
You might not at all, but Cone of Cold is the only thing you have that slows them down. So it's helpful. Because your Blizzard doesn't chill things. Only your Frostbolts and Cone of Cold. So what you want to do is Flame Strike and on the same global cooldown, Cone of Cold. So it's like as that goes off, the next one goes off, right? Also, no, never mind. In general, when you're AoE farming, when you Frost Nova something, there's 6 seconds they're frozen for, right? The first second you never really see because it just disappears. It's like 1 and it's gone. Then you'll see 5, 4. When you see 4, that's when you start casting Flame Strike. So you only really have like 1 second after Frost Novaing to start casting. Because when you Frost Nova, you're going to turn around, you're going to position, you're going to pop a trinket. Whatever it is you do that takes up 1 second, you only have 1 more second before you need to start casting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost as soon as you Frost Nova, you give it a second, Flame Strike. And the next thing you want to do is not walk into them. You want to always be pressing S. You want to always be like backing up. So once you cast Flame Strike and the Cone of Cold start backing up, they're going to come to you, Arcane Explosion, then start running in a circle. That might be a lot of information, but when you actually do it, you'll understand. You done yet? You like busily trying to sort out your UI?
Yeah, I know, I think I will just work with what I have because I don't like, I'm already used to some things being in some places like Frost Nova and Con of Cold, and I feel if I will like create a different setup, I am afraid I will be like even more confused because I
Yeah.
have some access and now I will have to override it.
No, I get
So
you. Because I have
yeah,
muscle memory. Like
yep, exactly.
if my Frost Nova is not on number 4, specifically number 4, I can't cast it for some reason. I've tried it every other number, but it has to be on 4. That's my Frost Nova number. Okay, so for these guys, you want to run straight to the corner because as soon as you run past them, they're going to aggro. So run straight up, Nova, out of them. There you go. Not so far away. You never want to run that far away. How are you going to... Anyway. There you go. They're all dead.
Hey.
But yeah, you don't want to run that far away. You want to Nova, just get out of the way of letting them hit you, turn around, pop your trinket.
Oh, I even forgot to pop my trinket.
Yeah, because you ran away. Like you're running this way, but all that time is unnecessary. And I'll show you what I mean on this pack over here once you're done looting up. I'll do this next pack to show you. But this is great. I think now that you can do it on your own, like you can come in here and just practice until you figure it out.
Thank you, my sensei.
Sensei. Oh crap, I got guys on me. 1 second. I need to pull these guys off so I can get that herb. Nope. We're running to the safe spot. Run to the safe spot.
Uh, I
If you
don't
can't,
think they
never mind.
will come.
Yeah, okay, I'm dead, so don't worry about it.
How are you dead? You didn't have time to get the safe spot?
No, I didn't have time. I got slowed and then another patch showed up, so oh well. But I will run back now and um do you want to keep going or are you done?
Oh no, I would practice a bit more.
Sounds good.
I'm getting excited when I finally, you know, getting it.
Yeah, it's fun, right? Like imagine. Go ahead.
Ah, no, I was just like, I don't understand why my bag's already full with some crap. I just cleaned everything like yesterday when I bought extra spaces in my bag. And I'm like, wow, I have 2 or 3 rows available in my bags. And now it's again occupied with some things that don't worth anything, but I don't know why I keep it. I have so many different poisons. Oh, and I have a lot of burning blossoms. Do you need any burning blossoms? I'm not sure if I can trade it.
I haven't done the quests, so I don't know. I have none. Oh, by the way, the Heart of Noxion is not unique, so you can get 2 of those trinkets.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so good to know.
yep. I need your help to go back, because it's just much easier with you.
Yeah, I would also go back. It's fun, and it's a lot of ghost mushrooms, and I
Yep.
still need that bag, and you need those that belt.
hmm Um, but yeah, this is what I've been telling you for months. I knew you would like this stuff, because it's fun. It's like challenge mode, like outside of what you typically do in WoW. It brings me a great sense of pride to like run BRD now because, or like ZG. Like when we're doing ZG, I know those mobs that we're all killing together, I kill alone. You know? It's cool. What I haven't done in a long time is like push myself. Like I don't try new things, and so I got really excited the other day when I actually cleared the whole courtyard of Stratholme. It's like, wow, I can do Stratholme now?
I died.
How'd you die?
I got big, not lasher, big lash.
Okay.
I was trying to kill it, and I did not succeed.
Yeah, those guys are hard to kill. That's why I just run to the reset. But I got killed too, so. In which case, let's reset it, because the only thing really left is there's one more lasher pack, and it doesn't seem worth jumping down just to get one lasher pack. I'm gonna take some vitamins, because I don't know where this sneezing started, but my nose is all irritable and stuff.
It's all your ice cream.
Yeah, that's what causes it. Ice cream. If only people around the world knew that was the real culprit, everybody would be alive. So when you run in, just
Oh,
jump
you
back out.
know why you should do those event quests? Because you can get some sausages. Do you know about sausages?
I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Unfortunately, I can't trade it because it's all bound, but you can get like 20 of those.
What do they do?
Click on it.
Oh, I'm not by the computer. Hold on.
Okay, it gives you 23 spell power for 1 hour.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, that's worth doing it for. And they last forever, like once you don't use them.
No, it's 14 days, but
Oh,
it's in-game duration. It's not like actual real-time duration,
oh, so
I
once you
think.
don't play, okay.
Yeah. So I think they can last until even AQ if you don't play often. Anyway, it's nice. And don't do the same mistakes that I did. They also offer you heat food, but heat food doesn't work for spells. It should be spell heat. Like it should specifically say spell heat, not
Yeah.
like just regular heat. So I got heat food and I just wasted the opportunity to get like 5 sausages, and like those quests are not repeatable.
Oh, that's alright. It's just, you know, train your staff skill. I don't know. Get that staff skill up. I still want your staff so bad. Oh my gosh. It's my number one item. That's what I want. Where are my vitamins? Right. I haven't actually gotten sick in like, I don't know, a long time. So I'd like to not right now. Um, if you went in, come back out. Did you come back out?
Mm-mm.
Come on, I'll just reset it the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
And we can head back in. So there's a patrol right here. So we're gonna wait. You buff up every time you come back in. More than likely you would have been in here for half an hour or close enough to half an hour to need to rebuff. As soon as he goes, you go. You also want to make sure you have full mana. Stop right here and you check. Yep, they're gone. You can jump.
So I'm doing this one.
We could just take turns instead of doing like a whole run with one each.
Okay, because yeah, I would want to practice more. Like you
Mhm. So, you want me to do the first
can
part?
loot it, but I wanted to try to kill it. I like the best part. You're like, I kill you loot. I die if I didn't kill.
That's fine. So,
Shoot, that was a dangerous blink.
yeah, so
Oh
I
my god,
will.
that was so close.
Sorry. Um, I'll do this one and let you pull the one from behind the tree.
So once you do flame strike, do you just wait until they start walking towards you, or you start doing arcane explosions?
I cone of cold so that they're slowed, and then
Okay.
it's just on the same cooldown. So look at everything I'm doing. I'll call it out as I'm doing
Oh,
it.
yeah, you also don't want them to walk out of flame strike quickly,
Yeah,
right?
I mean if they do, whatever, but the ideal is to keep them in it as long as possible. So I only have man shield up. Here I go. Just gonna let them come hit me. I'm holding S. I back up. Flame strike. Cone of cold. Run.
Nice.
Right. So the one behind the tree is all yours after that patrol. Yeah, the patrol is gone. So whenever you're ready, go pull them and
I
pull
will
them
not
all the way back
take
in.
flash from here, right? Or will
You,
I?
you can pull Death Flash, so go around the tree just to be safe. Um, but yeah, pull them back to over here. So just pull and run. You can blink back here if you need to. The patrol is coming back. Don't run out now. Jesus.
Too late.
Okay, cool. You're good. So stop right there. Nova, back up. Right there. You don't want to go too far. Corner cold on the same thing and explosion. You see,
Nice.
because, yeah, it was great. Because you have to run up to them, you take hits you don't need to take. So just remember, as soon as you Nova, you're just backing right up. Just 2 spaces.
Yeah, I also didn't even use my trinket. Forgot about it again.
That'll come with time. Don't worry about it. That was great. Look how quick and easy that was. I have a strong feeling that once you get this down, you will start doing 2-packs. Like once you get comfortable doing it, you'll do 2-packs even without the shield. Did you loot everything? Because there's still things
No,
shiny.
you can loot. I don't have space anyway.
Oh, okay. It's mostly truffles. So thorny vine, serrated petals, and um, lasher roots are your money makers here. That's what you're looking for with money. So we kill these 2-packs, get back your full health, your full mana, and then we pull another pack. So I'm gonna do them all with just your stuff, just so we can see. I'm gonna wait. This is gonna hurt more than usual because they're taking long. Back up. Oops, that was an accident. I made a mistake. So now I'm gonna wait for them to run around. Blink this way. Put that arcane shield back up.
Nice.
So I didn't
So,
intentionally make a mistake there.
yeah. So how do you usually reset like
Um,
this?
I have an alt. So the best thing for you to do is to get someone to help you get your alt in here, like in your group with you, and then you will
Uh-huh.
log out. It takes longer because you have to wait for leader to pass to your alt. So you log out of your character, you log into your alt, and then you wait on your alt like 2 to 3 minutes until leadership passes to you. You reset the dungeon, you log back into your main.
And when you log back in, you will be at the entrance?
Yep, and the
Okay.
entrance will be reset. So, like with me, I don't have to wait the minutes for it to pass. I just, because I have another computer and another account, so I just reset it from outside. It is your pull. So, now that we have a nice big clearing here, you have a choice. You can do it behind the brick like you did last time, which is kind of dark and I think less spacious. Or you can, as this pack is coming back like it is right now, grab that pack over there, bring them back here. As soon as you pull them, put your shield up. There you go. You don't want to go too far, stand like right here. Wait for it. Nova, back up. Not too far. Right there. Like right here. How are you gonna cone of cold them now? There you go. Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Yay!
So proud.
Thanks for the lessons.
Great job. Okay. Um, are there any herbs over there? I didn't see it because I died. Put it back up. Oh, yep,
Uh,
there is.
I don't know.
So,
Can you please take stuff
oh,
from here because it will stack with your stuff?
yeah, sure. I'm not gonna say no to loot. So should I just loot everything from now on, or like?
I mean, like some things stack with what I have, so I'm just asking you to loot when something like
Okay.
don't stack.
So come, like when you see them run that way, you know you gotta run
Basically,
this way.
almost nothing stack, but
If you want this dream foil, so they'll never come here. Like this part, they'll never come to. They only go like an S on that side to that
hey,
side.
Ellie.
Hey,
Hey Ali, what's up?
not much. I just got back from hanging out with my sister and saw you guys and figured I'd say hey. What you up to?
I'm taking some AE farming lessons from Xar
Oh,
and on lashers and DMEs.
oh, nice.
Yes, she's a natural. She's gonna be farming this on her own pretty soon. Hey, you got a damn bag space? Okay. Yep. So they're gonna be coming back right now. I want you to learn to like time these patrols. So you see them coming, you want to save that blink for now, just in case. See what I mean? Because that way, if you realized you were too far behind and you were going to meet them, you want to save the blink so that you can get back, either forward or back. But if you have the blink, you have the
Yeah,
option.
it's like a dance. You need to feel the rhythm, understand timing,
Yep.
count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And here you go.
Like now. Like right now is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? And then you move. Right?
See, and all I
Yeah.
can hear is the movie Anastasia.
Oh, I love
Every
that
single
movie.
day.
So you see how close I'm standing? Like this. See what I mean? They didn't even hit me
Yeah,
once. Right?
that was impressive. Yeah, like he was showing some moves.
Moves.
Do you need me to give you some space, Zara, so you can
Oh no, she has it.
uh,
I was just showing her like the one, I'm nitpicking now. The few things she could improve upon, like not getting hit unnecessarily. Let's go forward.
Oh, I'm just making jokes about like you putting the moves on.
No, there are no moves to put on. And if there were
Uh-huh.
moves, I've forgotten what they are. Let's go this way. 1 7-year relationship and nothing in between for the last 2 years will do that to you. So,
It is. Well, it's worth. It's more than I've done.
sorry, what? You're
I'm
dying,
saying it's
Spell.
more than I've had.
Don't die, Spell.
How? I was just standing here. What happened?
What I don't know is how I can tell that you're dying, but you
We
can't.
we flashers melee was hitting me all this time, but I
No,
didn't
you stand in
had any
poison.
mobs on me.
You stood in poison. The big
Cool.
green pool on the ground was poison.
Okay. I was not looking at the ground.
It's
I was thinking about your moves.
okay. Oh, that's a funny way to put it. No, but okay. Should
And
I?
that's how I died.
I'll wait for you to come back.
Okay.
I think the next one is your pull, so let's make it happen.
Yeah, I don't think sweeping people off their feet is supposed to involve them dying.
Oh my gosh, can I tell you a funny story? That reminded me of
Sure.
something hilarious. So there's this oh my gosh, Trinidad and Tobago tries to have everything that America has, but on a really ratchet scale, right? Like as ratchet as it gets, that's what we're gonna get. Like we have an ice rink in Trinidad, in the Caribbean,
Mm-hmm.
that is plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a white plastic ice rink that they charge people money for to put skates on to not slide on because it's not slippery. It's the dumbest, like, that's just an example, right?
Mhm.
So there's like a water park, and it's like the only one in the country, and I didn't even know it existed until I was like 16 years old, and it's apparently old. Um, so we all got really excited, like all my high school friends. We said, we have to go, right? And my mom said, there's probably a reason you've never heard of it. And I said, okay, I doubt that, whatever. I came off of those slides with like scratches all over my backs because the slides are like the pieces are disjointed, so
Mhm.
there's like gaps between them,
Yeah.
and you like scrape your like blood all over my
Yeah.
back. But it's also built like on a mountainside, so
Okay.
there's like a big slab of concrete, like crudely paved around in a circle that loops from the bottom of the hill all the way around to the top of the hill, which is where the top of the slides are. So I was there with my girlfriend at the time, like my high school girlfriend. And to show off, I decided to sweep her off her feet. So I lifted her
Oh
up, right? like like I put my left arm under her knees. She wasn't expecting it, and I lifted her up and I was like holding her in my arms, and I decided to run up this entire slope just to show how strong I was,
God. Oh my
right?
God.
And 3 steps in, I slip and fall with her face first. The best part is though, right? Like as embarrassing as that was, all
Yeah.
she could say, like with her like bloody knees and stuff, was, "Well, pick me back up."
Oh my God.
So I did, and we just continued. Like nothing happened. I just picked her back up, just kept running.
Oh my God, that's great.
She was
Such a
such a
cute
trooper.
Oh,
story.
Yeah.
I mean, at
What
least
part
it
are you
was.
from? Is it like north or south or east or west?
What, in Trinidad?
What part are you from?
I don't know what you
Like
mean.
the place where you were born. I don't remember like the name of the town.
Oh, well, I was born in New York,
Oh, in New York. Okay.
in Trinidad, I'm from. We lived most of our lives. I lived most of my life in Maribel. It's like Port of Spain. It's like the capital area. Are you back inside already?
Yep.
I'm never by my computer. So this is your pull. You can again choose to either pull them back or, well, there's nowhere really to pull them back to. So behind the brick is probably your best bet. Where are you? Oh, you didn't come back yet.
Yeah, I'm not back.
I'm not going to
I
come get you.
I was looking at the map.
I'm not coming to get you. You're gonna look
Want
at the
me to
patrols and you're gonna see
get
how to
me?
get back. Yeah, no, it's practice. That's what I mean. Um, and yeah, Trinidad is where I was from is northwest, I guess, northwest part of the country. That's where the capital is. The ideal lifestyle in Trinidad is to own your own business that sells things way too expensively.
No, I pulled. Where is reset
So the
spot? Where is
American
reset?
dream?
You know where it is? Oh no, don't die! Don't die, please! Where are you? Oh
Oh,
no, you're on the other side. You're on the wrong
yeah.
side. Damn it.
So this is not. Oh yeah, this is not the reset one. I
Nope.
ran to the wrong one. Or is it? Wait.
No, you're on the
No,
opposite
it
side.
isn't.
It's right across from where you were,
Oh, okay.
like on the other side.
Okay.
Right positioning,
Mm,
wrong side. You're like basically parallel. Yeah, so you want to be, um, you don't need to be rich. You just need to own your own company, right? Um, that
Hmm.
sells things way too expensively and get a boat so that you spend your weekends where we call down the islands. It's kind of like the Florida Keys, I guess. And you just relax on your boat for the rest of your life.
I'm sorry, but it's funny to hear you say, like, in an attempt to explain, it's like the Florida Keys, I guess, because I'm going, does that mean something?
I don't. Do you know the Florida Keys?
I remember I'm Canadian,
Okay. Well, I don't
and
know. I
like
figured the.
I've heard the term before, but only in like movies and shit, and it's usually used in a way that just seems to imply that it makes sense to
Right.
people. But
That's
like,
why I use
also
it.
doesn't make any
it,
sense to me. I
No,
don't
but
know
well,
what
and
you're
that's the
talking
thing. Like,
about.
it's just like when people comment on like, like even just like you went to Ohio or whatever, and I'm sitting there like, is is that a long distance? Is that a short distance? Is that a weird place to go? Like, I understand that they did something weird, but I don't know why
no, yeah,
it's
I've never been to Florida
weird.
Keys either. I'm saying
Mm,
that because of the same reason you just mentioned. Like I've heard that other people say it, and my
mm,
brother who has been there has related it to that. So
ah,
that's why I put that. Like, okay, so if you don't know what
yeah.
that is, it's basically like I'm assuming this is what the Keys is like, but it's like smaller islands off the coast, right?
Mm,
That you have to like take a boat to get to, like significantly off the mainland, that have like beaches and amenities and like things, slides, playgrounds, those kinds of things, but like on the
that's
ocean.
cool.
Yeah. So it's like a oceanside getaway.
I mean, that sounds cool. I've never seen one like that, but that sounds cool.
Have you ever heard of like I don't think it's called it's in Trinidad it's called raft up, like raft and up,
Hmm.
but I don't I've seen it in like spring break movies and those kinds of things where like a bunch of boats tie themselves together and make like a long row of boats and people just party in between them.
I mean, I've never seen that, but like you just explained it, so I can understand.
Like picture it, yeah.
Cause yeah, like I remember also like I mean I was born in BC, but I was born in the middle of it, like in the middle of the mountains, and like you could jump off the cliff and go down to the water and die. Um, or like there's the river, but make sure you don't be on it past the waterfall.
It's very funny.
Um, and like at age 2, we moved to Three Hills, Alberta, and that's I mean 1,000 people in the middle of a prairie province.
Right.
I mean, like to be fair, we've got actually a lot of hills in this province, but like, yeah, it was like an area with prairies, and then like, so like I'm used to being around lots of lakes and rivers. Absolutely zero with the ocean. I think I've been to the ocean maybe twice. No, I think once. No, twice. In my entire life. So like,
Yeah, but not on
I'm not
TV.
used to the. No, I'm just saying like I'm no like I've never seen a bunch of boats tied up together on TV, but
Okay.
like, I just mean like the entire concept of it is the closest I could get would be seeing it on TV.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I would have a better idea of what it would be like to actually do it, but I've
Yeah.
never actually done it. Like I've never. I always wanted to
Hmm.
because it just looks like fun. Because they
Yeah, but I
they
mean like if you talked about a bush party, that would be a lot closer to home.
right. There's lots of that in Trinidad too. Um, Waterfall hiking and like camping
Hmm.
out in the bush, basically.
Yeah, we'd camp by lakes or just do a bush party where a bunch of the underage, like basic people like 17 and below, so like
Hmm.
15 to 17, I guess, would just like go into the bush and do a party and drink alcohol under while underage and all that fun stuff.
Okay, Xar, can you tell me again the like city name? I'm trying to look for those little islands on Google Map.
So, like,
What, you trying to look for down the islands on Google Maps?
No, like those little islands that you said, like it was like the way
Yeah, we call it
how people.
we call it
Florida
DDI.
Keys? Or,
Yeah, do you mean Florida
No, not
Keys
Florida. Like
or
he
Trinidad?
was comparing it to Florida Keys, but he was talking
You
about
won't
that
find
other place.
search down the islands. Like we call it DDI. It's just it's slang. It's just how we talk in Trinidad. So it's down the
ooh,
islands.
Tortuga.
Search down the islands Trinidad, and you'll get an
Oh,
idea.
okay. Okay, I see it.
It's not
Oh,
like developed. Like there aren't
is it in
like
the area of like the Huevos and
Wait, is it a
Casper
part of
Grande?
Venezuela or is it a part of Dominican Republic?
it's Trinidad and Tobago, not Dominican Republic. Let me see if I can find it.
Sorry, like, is it on the northwest end, like Monos Island, Gaspar Grande,
Yes,
and
Monos.
Huevos?
Yes, Gasperi Island is one that I go to often. That one actually has
Okay,
a slide
so
on it.
well, like this is Gaspar Grande. Is
Yeah,
that the
uh,
same thing? Because
kind
I'm
of.
assuming, like, I'm looking at English translations. I'm assuming. Um,
That's where the Gasperi
I
Caves
see
are.
Bocas del Dragon or something.
No clue. I don't know
Dragon?
the
I don't
island
know.
names, but I know
No,
Gasperi.
that okay. Yeah,
Um,
well, if it's Gasperi, that this is probably the same one, but it's northwest, like west of Petite Valley.
Pity Valley. Yeah.
Um, okay, yeah. So I think I'm looking at them then,
Yeah. So
just off the northwest coast.
Pity Valley is like a 20-minute drive from my home.
Yeah, the closest thing to there I've been is Cabareta in Dominican Republic, but it's on
DR.
the north side of this like Caribbean,
Yeah, I know.
I guess. Is it north or is it south? Yeah, it's north.
Why
Everything
don't we
is
just do
north
a
of Trinidad.
Why don't we just do a big meetup in Cuba or something?
Never been to Cuba. I'd love to go to Cuba.
Or
I was
it'd be
offering
so cheap.
Vegas.
Spell, where are you?
Vegas would be cheaper.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Vegas,
right
Vegas, Vegas.
here.
Please, Vegas. Let's do Vegas. I've never done Vegas.
Uh,
Let's do it.
I've never been to Vegas, but I don't know of anything there that I'd actually want to go for.
Maybe some shows like Cirque du Soleil, nice ones.
That would be a nice one.
But I mean, it's a lot of concert, a lot of events, and just a like cool place like for guild meetings, just to hang out together. Because it's like
I mean, I imagine
everything is open all day, all night.
they've got some pretty good BDSM clubs, so I could find something that would be good.
A
Oh, they
BDSM
should have
club?
definitely.
I wonder if I
But
could
come
find
on,
something.
we are talking about guild meeting. I hope you are not going
Oh,
to
I can
guild
see him getting lots of
BDSM.
company.
The,
I can see
the,
lots
the
of
guild
people
would be
joining
cool,
him.
but I would be like, I would literally just be posting ahead of time, just being like, if anyone wants to go to BDSM club with me, just let me know.
Bella Jade will
And
join you. I know lots of people who will join you. Like, I'm 100% sure.
talk would
I'll
be.
come. Fuck it, why not?
Wait, why do you think Bella Jade would join me?
Because she's always, like, talking about that kind of, like, raunchy crap. Like, I'm pretty sure that...
Oh no, that's great to hear, and I won't tell you why.
Okay. No, but I mean, like, there are lots of people who would experience something like that. That's what I mean. Back up.
Yeah.
Slow, slow, slow. Not so far.
See,
Right
and for me,
here.
like, I'd love to go. I'd love to go with a group, but
Okay.
also like,
Alone.
yeah, like it'd be no. Well, I mean, like, it's better with a group because then hopefully at least someone in my group would be willing to be like tied up or something. Like I'd
Oh,
be bringing
okay.
my own rope and supplies and shit.
Um, I went to this. I went with my friend in London. This is one of my best experiences. Oh, I aggroed. I'm just gonna deal with it. Sorry. You can get that dream foil in the meanwhile. Um,
No, I think I also need to follow you because I'm in combat.
okay.
Last time they all came back to me.
Well, blink past them and jump up on this log with me. Did you? No, no,
Oh my
no.
goodness! He stunned me.
Yeah, I
He
saw.
stunned me, and my escape artist didn't work.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I think I'm going to
Yeah,
just release because my gear is red.
I'm done too. I don't think I'm gonna do this anymore. I might come back and do it later, but
Want to go to Meridon?
I don't mind actually. I don't know if Spell wants to though. It's late. Do you?
Uh, I kind of, but I'm so sleepy. And I
Yeah.
mean, if we could do it tomorrow, well, you guys can go without me, but then I will make one of you to go with me tomorrow anyway.
No, I'm down tomorrow. Definitely not going twice. Plus I wanna like chill and just kill stuff, so it's all good.
Yeah. But you were saying a story?
Yeah, I went to London, and one of the experiences I had, because there were several really interesting experiences just in that one trip to my
Mm.
friend's house. Um, we went to like two parties back to back, did not sleep. When I finally got to fall asleep in his bed for like two
Mm.
hours, he wakes me up to say there's a party somewhere nearby and all his roommates have gone. So let's go find them. So we walk and walk and walk for like an hour, all over like the English countryside somewhere. Because it's not London. This is like somewhere in the country at this point. Um, and we find this house. Finally, we get in. Like we walk past some shady characters. We get into this shady, abandoned-looking building. He knows the guy at the door, so I'm not too worried about it. And then we walk inside, and it is 90% guys in like I don't know. I don't want to call it like BDSM attire, but like, leather and straps and chains and hats and
Nice.
whatever. And it is hot and it is sweaty and it is like 11 a.m. And I'm trying to figure
Mhm.
out what the hell I'm doing here.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a bad BDSM place if it would not be hot and sweaty by 11 p.m.
Not PM,
Oh,
AM.
a.m.
Yes.
Well, okay, then it's a really good place.
Yeah. And it was obviously not like an official party because like the drinks were on like a table, like a plastic round table with, plastic bottles and stuff people brought or whatever. But it
No, it
was,
could be an official party.
well, yeah, I guess, but I don't know. There weren't many drinks left. Clearly it was going since
Mm.
last night.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, lots of bareback sweaty dudes all around me. And I am,
Nice.
not homophobic, but it was it was interesting. It was a new experience for me, that's for sure.
Mhm. I don't know. Like I know all about new experiences.
Yep. I mean, the best part is it was fun because the music was great. Like it was really good music. Um,
Oh. Yeah.
and aside from the couple guys who tried to grind up on me, it was fine. Like it was good. I had a good time. Like I really enjoyed that whole London experience because there was so many. And what blew my mind is that I went to high school with this guy, and then he left right after high school and moved to London.
Mm.
So I know him really, really well because we were like best friends. But at the same time, I feel like I don't know him at all because of experiences like this. Like, what do you do with your
Yeah.
life? He
What
took
do you
two,
mean?
he took 2 months the other day and went like, learned how to sail
Hmm.
and just sailed to like Aruba or something.
That sounds amazing. Like I wish I had the money or ability to do that.
He does small contract jobs. I don't know how he affords this shit. I think he just make lots of friends. Like, cause he
Well,
said,
making friends is amazing.
yeah. So like he made a friend who's a sailing instructor or something,
Hmm.
and then like borrowed his boat because he doesn't have his own boat. He can't afford sailing lessons, but somehow he's doing this, you know?
But that's the thing. Like, if you have contract jobs where you can just kind of pick up contracts, do the work, and be done,
Yeah,
then you're not worried about like literally losing your job in between if you take time.
true.
And then I mean, like even for me, like I met in my little bit of time in the local community, I met people in the military. I met people like all over. I had fuck before my friend passed away. Like I was literally about to be going up to the to Edmonton, and Megan was actually going to be paying for my entire trip. Like I was basically, she was Megan was basically going to be like my sugar mama for the weekend, for the
Who's
week.
Megan? Sorry.
My
Time is
friend that
money,
passed
friend.
away.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So like, so like, literally, I mean, I'm sitting there going like, if not for Megan, accidentally passing away, um, like 2 days before, I would have had the experience where I've gone up, someone's paid, like Megan was paying for my bus ride, my food. I was gonna see if like, I was like, let's go shopping, and Megan was gonna be paying for a couple things there. I was like, can I get some clothes? And Megan's just like, yeah, totally. Like, I'm like, how much money are you expecting to spend on this weekend? She's like, I'll tell you when we start hitting, when we start getting close to the limit. I'm like, fuck yeah. Go like that's not something I've ever experienced before. But
Yeah.
like was gonna happen just because I met someone
Yeah.
and whatnot. And like there are enough people that you meet. And I mean it's easier if you're attractive, like traditionally attractive, but like the amount of people you can meet. And sometimes it's a matter of like you find someone, you sleep with them, or you even don't, but just you have common interests and you talk and you're interested in, then it's like okay, yeah, like you got a boat, yeah, totally, like why not? Like there's a lot of opportunities that come up in life, and the biggest problem is just that if your life is styled in a way where you have to work a 9 to 5 job Monday to Friday, you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to take advantage of them. But
Yeah.
if you can find contract work, then it's like fuck yeah, like if I could do contract work like or something on my computer, I would travel way more because literally I wouldn't need to have a home if I can do all my work on like a laptop. I would just have an expensive laptop
Right.
and just like take opportunities and like travel around and shit. And like Airbnb would be amazing for that. Um but that's the thing. So like and honestly I mean I would say like there is an element of like say especially in like the LGBT community, a lot of us are repressed enough that like when we're at home with family and stuff that like there's a good amount of years where we kind of go crazy and like want to party and shit, and a lot of it has to do with like the abuse that we suffer. But like a lot of times like there was that there's been a culture of drugs in the party scene also when like there's poppers for like a lot of gay guys are using poppers and stuff, like there's different things, and so like you do have to be careful. But like when you're in that party scene, like there's a lot of people who have more money than they know what to do with,
Yeah.
and you can get a lot of opportunities if you're you know interacting with those people.
Yep.
My old dominatrix literally got people flying her out to places and
Yeah.
spending like she spent a weekend in California with someone who basically paid for her hotel room, for her flight, for her the whole time she was there, and paid her a couple grand aside from buying her a bunch of shit.
But also, it's more, I mean, obviously, the enabler is the fact that you have contract work, but there's more to it than that, because there's also two different types of personalities that are necessary,
Hmm.
two different personality traits that are necessary for you to be able to do that. One is like a sense of adventure. Like some people just don't
Hmm.
have that, right? I have
Yeah.
a sense of adventure, but what I don't have is the lack of fear or lack of inhibition. You know what I mean? Like to
Hmm.
say yes. Okay, it's the ability to say
Yeah.
yes to things. You know what I mean? There's some people who
Yeah.
say yes to opportunities in their life and always seem to have the best. Like he's a good example of that. He just, do you want to learn sailing? Sure. Like I would say no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no. I would say, yeah, of course I would, but I have raid tonight, so I'm gonna,
Well, hmm.
rain check that, and then I'll never call him back. But it's that sense of adventure mixed with I'm not afraid. Like why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know?
See, like that's part of what I tried to do in life for a bit, was just take opportunities as they arose. And my only hang up has been the money. So if I found someone who's like, "Do you want to learn to sail? I have a boat." I'd be like, "Okay, but I need to pay my rent." And if they said, "I'll cover your rent," then I'd be like, "Sure, done." You know,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll go away for a month or two or whatever. I'll try it out and we'll see. Um, but like my only hang up is the money. And so if that was covered, if I found someone willing to offer enough, I'd just be like, okay, good. My rent is covered, my bills are covered. I can go without like screwing over my future, and then let's go. And honestly, like straight up, when I get some of my surgeries done, I would have no issue just being like, you want to have sex? Okay, let's go on a couple month trip on a boat. Like I'm cool with that. Like
Hmm.
I would love to see the world. My biggest problem is just not having enough money. So
Yeah.
if I actually had someone willing to take me places, I'd be like, yeah, totally.
I'm not sure. My sense of adventure says yes, 100%, but my self-preservation says, can you really trust
Hmm.
being alone on a boat with this person? Like, how well do you know this person? I mean,
Well,
it
no,
depends
you
on the
can't
person.
trust them. You're taking a chance, and you
Yeah.
always gotta do as much as you can to figure out the type of person they are ahead of time. But there's always a chance. You can't wait a decade to know that you trust them before you go ahead. You gotta just operate on, did I see any red flags?
You see?
Meet some other people that are in their life and things like that. But like honestly, I clearly have no sense of self-preservation. I've hooked up with multiple people off Craigslist, and therefore I'm clearly okay with getting murdered.
Yeah, you are a risk taker. Like
Yeah,
like my cousin Kevin, like I was staying by
yeah.
him in Queens. He brought these girls over, right? Well, we brought these
Mhm.
girls over. To be fair, I had a part to play because I was very drunk. Um, but I don't know them, and they're like clearly like hoodlum girls, like
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah,
very much so. And they're doing things I wasn't comfortable with, like cocaine and stuff. And I'm
yeah.
like, okay, whatever. Um, and then one of them starts coming on to me. So I say, okay, well, in my drunk state, you know, I'll do this, right? So I go
Mhm.
and I talk to my cousin first. He's 45,
Yeah.
right? I am 28,
Mhm.
probably younger at the time. It's like, I don't know, 26. So I go up to him and I'm like, asking for advice here. I'm like, I have a, condom and everything, but should I do this? Like, should I actually, like, how
Mhm.
safe is this? He's like, what do you mean? It's like, do you know these girls? No. You not worried that something like they might have something or they might be dangerous, they might
Mhm.
wait for you to fall asleep, like nothing? He's like, yeah, it's a chance. It's a chance you always take.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll pass. I'm good. And after that,
Mhm.
I said no. Like I was like, I don't need sex that bad. Like I don't
Oh yeah.
I'm okay. So he slept with both of them. That's the kind of guy
Mhm.
he is. That's the kind of guy I am. It's a
Well,
big,
and honestly, like
big difference.
I, I think I have more self-preservation than your cousin does, but I also I mean, there's a mixture between just having needs, and there's also a mixture of just wanting to live life. And so, like, I spent so much of my life repressed and not taking chances that at one point I was like, you know what? I was like, I made the decision of two things. One, I'm gonna take opportunities that pop up, especially if they